So I better start this recording. So, okay, Caleb has already contacted you, and good.
Yes.
I think that'll be a good experience for him.
Yeah.
Okay. Larry sent me an email today with all sorts of things that he's been doing. I don't see any of it on here. Maybe it was all July, but I hope he will record on here what he's been doing. I was very, very pleased to see that he did in fact make contact with Senator Ford's office.
Right.
And so I was very pleased with that. I wish he'd have told me that earlier, but because I was going under the assumption that he, wasn't going to do that. So that's good. Tell me about. I guess you didn't have any legislator calls this month in June?
No.
Okay.
And how did Ruckelshaus appear under my name?
Well, it was just he was a targeted legislator, and we just put him to you. You've already made contact with him. Others have made contact with him, so you don't need to worry about him.
Yeah, he's a positive. He's good friends with Jack Durf.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me about this Trump supporters meeting. Is this a good meeting to talk to people about Convention of States?
Yeah, they're the ones that signed my petition last month. So it's only about 14 people. What happened was I had signed up for a meetup group, Trump supporters. This is back before Trump was president. Yeah, before he was president.
Okay.
At that time, somebody else was heading the group. She had to leave for personal reasons, so I took over as head of the group.
Oh.
And then we found out that Meetup basically supports a lot of liberal causes. So at that point I said, okay, well, I'm not going to support Meetup anymore, but we continued with the group. About a year ago, I said, I think it's somebody else's turn to head up the group, so this other fellow is heading up the group. But so it's basically just people that are really very strong Trump supporters. We like to talk about Trump. We spend probably 2.5 hours talking all things Trump, and we invite friends that we know are support, but we only have people that we know are definite supporters of Trump. So like tonight we had 14 people. But last month I got to talk to them about Convention of States, and they signed the petition. Sorry, I have my cat crawling in front of me. He wants my... Oh my goodness.
All right. Okay. Okay.
So basically, we've been having these meetings once a month. We get together and we just talk about the latest things that Trump is doing or that they're doing to Trump, and this has been going on, like I said, for like 3 years now.
Yeah. Well, good. Okay. Have you tried the newsletter feature yet?
No, I have not.
Okay. All right.
I'm kind of leaving that for probably August, between my daughter having her baby and me flying to Florida for an aunt's burial and the fair next week and my meeting with Chuck Goodrich. I'm just kind of like, I'm putting it off till August.
Okay. You have a meeting set up with Goodrich?
Yeah, for July 24th.
Oh, okay.
I thought I had put that down already.
I don't see it here.
Oh, no, I see it. Oh, there he goes. Excuse me. Dropped everything.
That was your cat?
That was my cat.
All right.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I see it says TBD, I don't know why, on 7/24 at 11 a.m. I have a meeting with Rich.
So that'll be something you want to put on your July activity report here.
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. Good, good. Now, and he's a targeted legislator?
He is, yes.
Great, great.
He's the place of Senator Luke Kenley. When Kenley, I'm sorry, no. He took the place of Kathy Krieg Richardson when she decided to retire and become the Hamilton County, what is she, treasurer, I believe.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right, well, good, good, good. So are you all covered now for the fair?
Yeah, Larry and I went over it today, and there were 4 open slots, so he's taking 2 and I'm taking 2.
Okay.
Then we have Diane Gomez and Jack Dirth and Caleb and Fred, what's his last name, Dennison?
Dennison, yeah.
Yep, and Chris Miller, the SIA.
Oh, okay.
And trying to remember who else.
Did you ever connect with Kim Webb in Annapolis?
I called her twice, and I left a message twice, both times, and I have not heard back from her.
You haven't? Okay.
So,
Well, all right, all right. Okay, all right, good, Melba. Okay, you're scheduled to be on the Indiana Live broadcast on August 5th. Is that what we decided?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what I would like to do is I would like to schedule a rehearsal with you for August 2nd at 7 p.m.
Okay, hold, I just need a pen. August 2nd? August 2nd, I'm going to be at Conner Prairie at a show.
Okay. How about August 1st?
Yep, that's fine.
That's a Thursday, August 1st, 7 p.m. Now, I'll be emailing you a link that will, when you click on that link, it will take you into the broadcast program, and it'll take you into what we refer to as the lobby. It's kind of like a television program. You're gonna, sit in a waiting room there, and until I bring you into the broadcast. But of course, this will just be a rehearsal.
Okay.
So when we get close to that, I'll communicate with you again, and we'll go over what I'm going to send to you and what you need to do. Now, you're going to talk about term limits, right?
Yes.
How do you? One of the other things that we will do at this rehearsal is we'll identify basically the talking points, or the main topics that you're going to talk about.
Okay.
And this will enable me to then kind of used as a guideline as to what questions I would ask you, kind of as if I'm interviewing you, but
Right.
you're going to be doing most of the talking.
As if I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we're going to pretend like you know what you're talking about. Okay.
Okay.
Now, I think I sent you, was it an email or a Slack message? I can't remember. Suggesting some things.
Yeah, I have some of that information only because I was doing some reading online on my own, and so I kind of I know some things about the states that have term limits.
Okay.
I have some knowledge of the fact that George Mason actually wanted to put term limits into the Constitution.
Okay.
And that was defeated. I kind of know when we started getting incumbency in the U.S. I believe that was after the 1920s. I have a little bit information about how term limits on presidents came about and when, and I wanted to look into Supreme Court justices when they were appointed for life, kind of what the average lifespan was at that time, and so about how many years Supreme Court justices would serve. So I think we were thinking along the same lines, and then of course checking out whatever COS has online about term limits.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like you got it very well covered.
No, I wouldn't say that. I probably only have about 5 minutes, well, I'm guessing 5 minutes worth of information, but I'll definitely be continuing to get more information and get more knowledgeable on this.
All right. All right. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, the reason I brought up the other states thing, I was at a car show one time, and I was going around to groups of people that I saw had formed, and I was going around talking to them about convention of states, kind of doing the information table type thing, but I was without the table. I was, actually just going around talking to people about. At car shows, if you've ever been to a car show, people tend to sit in groups around their cars. So I would, approach groups to talk to them about convention of states. Anyway, somebody asked me what convention of states was all about, and I went into the different things, and I mentioned term limits was something we were one of our objectives. And some guy popped up and he said, "Well, I'm from Michigan, and we tried term limits. We have term limits there, and they don't work."
Mhm.
I don't know if you've come across any of that yet, but
yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. Yeah. I've read a couple of articles on why people felt that term limits was not a good idea. Mhm.
Yeah. Evidently, if I remember what he said, the politicians there found a way to get around them. So I don't know what that meant or how that works, but anyway, I have heard Mark Meckler speak about term limits, and he doesn't. While that is one of the things that we're advocating, he says it's probably might be one of the hardest things to get done.
Mhm.
So anyway, yeah, if you can gather more information, I need you to plan on you know, talking between 12 and 15 minutes. So
Okay.
that's the amount of time we want to take up. And actually, it can go very quickly. Like I said, if we know what the talking points are going to be, and so we can exchange talking to each other. So the time really goes pretty fast.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. I'll be sending you and Larry the July region report here, and I've
Okay.
got you down for this call in August to talk about July. I got you down for August 8th at 9 p.m. Are you going to be?
I'm going to be on a plane on the way to Florida.
On August 8th?
Yeah.
All right.
That's, my aunt is being buried.
So are you gone? What dates will you be gone?
I will be gone on the 8th at night and returning on the 13th, Tuesday.
So you're gone August 8th to August 13th.
Yeah, I'm returning August 13th, but very late at night.
Okay. Well, I guess that's. I'll just have the call with Larry, and we'll record it, and like we're doing this one tonight, and send you the recording. So make sure you enter your July activity on the July report, so we'll have it for that call. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Anything else? You got any other questions or comments or anything?
No, just that I hope everybody else who is doing a fair knows how to get a hold of that insurance form. Oh, goodness.
What a mess that was. I'm glad we got it straightened out though, but
yeah.
That was kind of scary, wasn't it? Kind of right down to the wire here, and all of a sudden all this work and planning could have gone out the window.
Absolutely. All of those phone calls, setting up all of those volunteers, yeah. Larry's was making up a banner. I mean, yeah, and he's been gathering all of the materials like the table and chairs and stuff, yeah.
Well, we made it. Looks like we made it okay, so.
Yeah.
All right, Melba. Well, thank you, and have a good evening.
All right. Thanks, Dale. You have a good one.